Hello again, folks. This is your boy, Vendetta VRC, again, with another episode of Furtime Talktime, where this time we're not in space. I can assure you that. Unlike the last time. This time we're just somewhere nice. Somewhere nice, calm, chill, and just, yeah, we're just here. And, yeah, anyways, welcome back, guys. We are today going to be having a little bit of discussion with the one and the only WoodyWoodpie. So I will just basically throw the introductions over you. So you have the floor, introduce yourself, because there's going to be some people who might not know who you are.
Well, hello everyone. If you don't know me, I am WoodyWoodpie, your friendly Canadian dude. I'm a content creator on Twitch mainly. I usually stream a lot of VR chat, a lot of Beat Saber. I also do art, but the main reason I stream is for the community and for the charity. So that's the main reason why I am here. And also I do content creation on YouTube and TikTok.
That's a great introduction. All right, so I guess with introductions out of the way, without further ado, let's dive right into him. So Woody, first important question is,
Yes.
What got you into streaming? Or content creation in general?
Got me into streaming. I wanted to get into streaming because I wanted to create a home for everyone, being able to make a difference. I had an idea in my head to be able to bring a little bit of positivity in the world. You know, be the change you want to be, you want to see. I wanted to see something different. I wanted to create a home. I wanted to create a safe place for everyone, being part of LGBTQ or not, being a furry or not. A home for everyone, looking for friendship, looking for a family. That's why I started to go streaming on Twitch, especially on VR chat, because it's a big social platform. You can represent yourself as whatever you'd like. It's your personality, and you accept everyone. You cannot judge someone just by their appearance. When you're talking to someone, they are in their avatar, so you need to get to know who they are, their personality, not just judging someone through their appearance. And that really got me. So just being able to vibe with everyone, and no one is able to judge or whatever just based on appearance, just by who they are, just by their purity of heart. That's what really got me. And building a community out of that, woo, best decision ever.
Yeah, sounds like it was a pretty good decision, because being a part of your community, you know, being with you on your streams it's been a blessing, honestly.
Oh, you're too nice, thank you.
All right, let's move on to the next question. And it's also another starter question. It's also kind of an important one. What got you into the furry fandom?
Go. What got me into the furry fandom? VR. It might be a very simple answer, but VR actually. I started watching some YouTube video at some point, and I saw what was like going on in VR, the furry community, and I got interested in that. Back in the days in high school, I was friends with a couple of people I didn't know they were furries. Eventually I got to know, oh, one of them is a furry. I wasn't even aware what they were, who they were. And nowadays I'm just like, hey, I'm vibing in this beautiful avatar, and I'm just myself representing as who I am, a deer. And I couldn't be happier. It's a part of me. And VR is just like letting me express my love for the fandom, you know? It allows myself to be me. And that's really incredible. Being part of furry fandom, for the good side, and even some of the bad side, we take them all, and we love it all.
Yeah, and there's also a side question to that, and it's, why did you choose a deer, or in your sense, a buck, as your Sona?
Because I am a free spirit. I am a free spirit. A deer, a buck is a free spirit. I'm also very Canadian, as you can see, as well as Vendetta. So yeah, I wanted to have something close to my country, something that represents me, a free spirit. And well, the color is basically using my preferred color scheme. I really enjoy that.
Yeah. All right. I guess we'll move on. All right. So, Woody, my next question for you is:
Yes.
who is someone that you look up to?
Someone that I look up to. It's kind of a funny question. Because I have one person I'm looking up to IRL, and one I'm looking up to in virtual reality as a content creator. There are two people actually. One is someone I grew up with in high school. Just someone with the biggest heart ever. Just an angel. Just the best way I could describe that person. And I just inspired to be more like him. In terms of content creation, in terms of a streamer, of VR stream and such, and also by all their values, who they are. I would say Anubian Nomad, Aki, is someone I look up to a lot. Funny thing, I actually got it in a talk with Aki. And Aki was looking up to me. So we're looking up each other. We're just bringing up our standard up and up and up every single time we're seeing each other, because we want to be a better person and we want to make a bigger difference and just for a better good. I think it's just wonderful.
It's very important that you do content creation. I'm just gonna throw a word of advice to the viewers here. It's very important, guys, that you do content creation, not just for your own reasons, but to me, I'm doing it for the right reasons, because the reasons why I'm doing it is because I want to help people. I want to help inspire people to, it was challenging for me. I want to see people make content, because it was difficult for me. If it's difficult for you, then just do it. If you do it, then you'll feel so much better.
I mean, you gotta start somewhere. When you start anything, you suck at it. It's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy. I'm one of the biggest introverts on earth, but I can tell you something. I have no shame or no nothing anymore. I'm just myself. And even though sometimes there are hard moments, just keep my head up and say, hey, we're gonna achieve it. You just want to see the people around you succeed. You want to succeed. You want to see the people around you succeed. You want to help them. You're giving them the tool. You're giving them the inspiration they need. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. We want to help people. We want to make a big difference. That's what you're doing right now. That's what I'm doing. That's the reason why we're doing what we're doing.
All right, let's move it on. So this one might take a little bit to think about, but do you remember what your first stream was?
I actually do. I actually do remember my first stream. I was in my Otter Sona. My Otter Sona, which I still have today. I did not update it ever. The same was my Otter Sona. In Murder 4, I was having a lot of difficulties on stream because I was still trying to figure out how OBS, the technology, was working. It was quite complicated, but in the end, I was mostly hanging out with my friends, having fun. And if some people would pop into the stream and just having fun, hanging out, asking questions, I was going to answer them and just hoping, well, I hope they're going to be sticking. I hope they will be. They will stay and just enjoy the journey and slowly but surely starting to build a community. But I was just having fun. Of course, the camera shots, they were bad. It was lagging. The sound was not good. A lot of technical issues. Even now, they still have technical issues. It still happens nowadays, but it's fine. It's fine. It's perfectly normal. Like pro streamer, let's go.
Yeah.
No technical. It's not a stream if there's no technical issue.
I can kind of speak from experience there, not with streaming, but with recording, because it took me, believe it or not, an hour to figure out OBS. It took me an hour to figure it out, and then another hour to get the right take for my channel trailer.
Wow. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it took me 2
It's
hours
it's
in
quite
total
a challenge.
to do that. So yeah, it's always going to be a challenge at first, but you'll get used to it. Trust me, you will.
Exactly, but the important thing to remember, like when you start as your first stream, if you ever want to do some content creation or whatever, just enjoy yourself. Do not put any expectation. Just do what you want to do. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey. The goal at the end is not important. Just enjoy the journey. Have fun. That's the most important part of it.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty then. Moving on to the next question. All right, so my next question for you is, what is your favorite memory of your stream? Like, what's your favorite moment that you will remember, like, for the rest of your life during your streaming path?
Ooh, that's a great one. That's a great one. Are we talking about funny moments? Or
Any
moments
kind
that really touched
any
us
moment.
that
Any
we'll
moment.
never forget? Any moment. Okay. Then goddamn, I have 2 moments. Or 3 actually. Gosh.
Then just say them. Just say them.
Okay. My first ever big moment was back in July last year. I was 3 or 4 months into streaming. My headset completely died. I was not able to do anything. I was only doing VR content back in the day, in those days. Nothing on PC, and the community just completely broke me on stream. I was crying. Like I was playing some Fast and Furious. I remember I was just like crying on the floor, crying because of all the love of the community. Who just wanted to support me, to help me going through that. I'm so grateful and thankful because look where we are right now. It's because of the community I've been able to afford a new headset, a new index. I was like, it was an upgrade, not a new Quest 2. It was an upgrade in index. So everything was just so much better. And the stream really took a really big hit. The other moments, the 2 other ones are kind of related to each other. I would say the partner, when I got partner, was a big one. But even more important was the 169-hour stream. When I did my coming out on stream live, and that I got rejected by my parents on stream live, and everything, like all the bad, everything was raw, live, there was nothing hidden, everything was being said, just to show this is what a bad coming out can look like. It was not really a good moment. That's what happened during the week with the community. All the love, the support, everyone just going around me, supporting me, showing me what unconditional love is, which I never knew what it was before. It touched my heart so deeply. I don't want to leave the fur community, the LGBT community for that matter. I love you guys way too freaking much. That's a moment I will never be able to forget. I was crying, but I was not even like holding my tears. I was just crying. At some point I was crying because of sadness, but I was also crying because I was so thankful, so grateful just of all this genuine love I was being shown for the first time in my life. That moment will stay engraved in my heart forever. That's for sure. One of the biggest moments for me.
Those are...
Didn't mean to bring the mood down. Didn't mean to bring the mood down. Just for me, it really touched me. I'm gonna remember this moment forever. I'm gonna remember this moment forever.
That's what we're going for. It's what you were going for. It's fine. It's okay. This is what this is.
Good. Perfect.
You're meant to like speak your heart out. Like you're meant to be yourself. Like if you want to say something, like if you're just say it. Just don't feel uncomfortable. I'm not saying it.
Oh, I don't feel uncomfortable. I don't feel uncomfortable. I'm very comfortable. I just don't want like to bring the mood down over there's anything. I'm just being honest. I'm just like being, this is what happened, and this is what I've been feeling, and just here is, I'm just like being myself. I'm not being anyone else. Like if you're asking people, who are you, Woody, off stream and on stream, off content creation and in real, I'm the same person. I'm not hiding. Hiding is not helping in any way. I'm just the same person all the time. I prefer to be genuine, to be true to myself, and so should anyone. So should anyone. Just be true to yourself.
Alright, let's move it on. So, okay. My next question for you is, what's a moral that you go by? Like, I'm going to use an example here. Like, there is a quote that I go by sometimes. Is that... Alright, I don't know if any of you have heard this, but I go by, the only thing that works in this world is that you treat others as they would treat you. And those that have treated me with kindness, like this boy, I will repay that kindness tenfold. Forever.
Aww.
But those that... But those who treat me with injustice, who use me, who've hurt me, I'll repay that injustice 1,000 times over. I'm sorry that... See, you're not the only one who's brought the mood down. I just wanted to get that out there. Like, I just really don't like being...
That's fine.
I just really don't like being hurt.
Neither do I. Being bitter does not like solve any issue in the world. Sometimes you just gotta learn to not necessarily forgive other for their mistake, but forgive yourself for their mistake and just, let them just... No, okay, I'm okay. I accept it. I'm not okay with what they've done, but I'm gonna forgive myself for their mistake. I'm just gonna choose to be happy. That's something I do personally. But for myself, I always goes by never give up, never give in. Never give up, never give in. That's what I'm going for. Just be genuinely you and unapologetically, I cannot say that goddamn word. Be yourself without any restriction, okay? Just be true to yourself, genuinely yourself. That's what I go by all the time.
I go by that too, but that one I said earlier, that's the one I go by all the time. You've got to treat others with kindness, or it can end up bad.
Yes. Praise the love, not the hate.
I won't go too much of it, but I've had a lot of friends that have came and went, but sometimes they went in some of the most worst ways. So I'm not gonna go into it.
You're fine. Some stories end up hurting ourselves, hurting others, hurting both sides. It happens. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. People get in and out of our life. It happens. Doesn't mean that you're a bad person or they're a bad person either. Sometimes just like it was a bad timing in both your life timeline. That happens. And it's fine. It's fine. As long as you can forgive yourself for your mistake, for their mistake, and just learn to move on. Afterward, it's fine. Hey.
Alright, let's move it on. So, my next question for you is, in your opinion, what's the biggest challenge that you've had to face as a person, both on and off stream, to be the person you are right now?
Both on and off stream.
Or it can be either or.
I'd say just as myself in general, it's learning to be clearly honest with yourself. You gotta be honest with yourself. If you're lying to yourself, you're not gonna progress. You're not gonna go anywhere. Like, if you blame someone else for your mistake, you're not gonna progress. If you want to self-improve, you gotta work on your goddamn self. And for me, being able to say, hey, I'm not right in those ways, I'm not right when I'm doing this or that, I needed to be honest with myself. So, okay, I'm bringing some stuff, I'm bringing some changes. And even as a content creator, there was some kind of content not really making me happy, so I've been changing here, changing that. I've been testing out a little bit of the water here and there, and even today I'm sometimes wondering, do I really like this or not? Am I changing? It's good. It's good to just like question yourself and just be honest with yourself. That's a huge challenge. Just be true to yourself. And that goes also for identity. I've been, even myself, for a long time wondering, what am I? Am I gay? Am I bi? Am I straight? What am I? And at some point I was being true to myself. I'm pansexual. I've finally discovered who I am on this journey. And I'm also progressing on some other journey about my identity. I'm just being honest with myself, saying, hey, I do not identify as a man. I am non-binary. I am non-binary, and that's perfectly fine. I've learned that about myself. I'm still progressing in those ways and learning about myself, but I need to be honest with myself. If something is wrong, I just cannot close my eye on them. Just, no, it's okay, it's because it's working. I cannot do that. I gotta be honest with myself. On and off stream. If I'm not honest with myself, I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be reaching my goals. I'm not going to be smiling every single day. It's just going to be like a boulder. Always like pulling a boulder. It's gonna be just weight on your shoulder. You don't want it. You just want to be happy. Live lightly. Be true to yourself. And yeah, that's quite a big challenge sometimes.
It's always a challenge being honest with yourself. Because I know that from experience. Alright, let's move on.
You're doing great.
Alright, so my next question for you is, what were your first thoughts of the furry fandom?
My first thoughts of the furry fandom. Those fursuits cost way goddamn too much. That was my first thing. I was when I was a furry fandom. Okay, people liking anything anthropomorphic. That was the definition I was given at the time, and they were telling me about fursuits. Why would people pay thousands for fursuits? Now I understand why, but back in it was like, why? And then comes also the popular expression, suspiciously rich furries. Good lord.
I mean, that's I think my first thoughts were like, okay, this is cool, I guess. I didn't at first, when I heard about the fandom, I didn't really pay much attention to it until August. I think it was 2020, I believe, during Mini Kane's VR Omega videos. I just like, and then I started looking into it more, and then I was like, and then when I found out the price of the first one, I was like, damn! And now, now I understand why. Because a lot of work goes into making such an incredible creation.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, such a journey.
Yep. Okay. Alright, let's move it on. Alright, so my next question for you is actually another perspective one. Let me ask you this. How has your perspective of VR changed over the last few years?
The VR changed over the last few years. VR is great. VR is amazing. Still very expensive. There are some really good options for the less professional or invested users. So I'm talking about the Quest. The Quest is like the best still bang for the buck you can get out there. Still costs quite a bit of money, but if you want to really get like the full body, like the beautiful DLC, still very expensive. VR is still very, very expensive and not very affordable for a lot of people. The development is quite slow. It's been a very long time since we didn't have a very good headset coming out, such as the Index. There are some really great. They're talking about they might be releasing in a very close future, but That's the nice thing. We have a beautiful future in front of us. We have a beautiful future in front of us. A lot of big promises. So if we just give it a little bit of time, a lot of big changes are going to happen in VR. I think VR has a beautiful future in front of us. That's for sure.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
I think my perspective of VR is that I first heard about it when I saw an ad on YouTube for the CV1, and I was like, I didn't really pay much attention to it, honestly. I just thought VR was just like a gimmick and it was just gonna die off like all those other like fads or whatever you fucking call them. But eventually,
with a cell phone.
yeah, I eventually got one of
gosh.
those cell phone VR headsets back in like what 2017, I believe. It was for like Jurassic World VR, I believe. And oh my god, that got me sold on it. But I didn't realize it until later on. And then I looked more into VR and was like, wow, I want to get into that. And so I saved enough
Yeah.
for my own Quest 2. And another thing, this is a bit of an opinion. VR marketing, for certain things, it's going too fast. Because there's, with the metaverse and all that, which we're not going to get into too much, they're marketing it way too fast. And they're over marketing it and just, I don't know too much about that. I'm not going to get into it. So yeah.
I'm not gonna get really too much into it about the metaverse and stuff, but what I can tell you is for the business market of the thing, for now, it's not really going to work. Maybe in the future, they have the metaverse, the HTC verse, maybe other verse of whatever sort it is. But I don't think for now, businesses are ready for that. I don't think it's the case.
Yeah,
you see it's moving too fast, sometimes not enough.
Yeah, you see where I'm going with this. It's moving too fast, this marketing.
Well, tell yourself also it's moving too fast, but it's also because companies are moving that we're getting new updates, new technology, that we're progressing into brand new VR gear, brand new VR technologies. It's because of people pushing for these businesses or the metaverse or whatever it is that we're getting the new stuff we can enjoy yourself in, like in VR chat, like the Deca gear or any other ones. They're quite very expensive, but we're still getting some new technology, slowly but surely. And it's a little bit because of those verse, even though we don't like them.
Yep. All right. Before we dive into this stuff too far, let's move it on.
Yes.
All right. So, Woody, my next question for you is, how has streaming changed your life?
Oof! That's a large one. Oh my gosh, streaming has changed my life for the better in so many ways. I was in a very, very bad episode in my life when I started VR. I still had all my ideas of wanting to be the change I wanted to see in this world, but I had no tool, I had nothing. And getting to streaming got me to start to live my dream, actually. I am discovering, and again today, who I am, why I am doing what I'm doing. Streaming has bring me a community of people sharing values, common values. Streaming has bring to me happiness. It has bring to me hope. It has bring to me comfort, confidence, my identity, discovering who I am as a pansexual, a non-binary. It bring me also a lot of other content creators who share the same dream. Streaming also allows me to use my creative mind. I had no way to be able to express how to be creative in my life, and being able to create this content on stream. Either it be like the Streamlit cards, the adders, the sound adders, what I'm doing on stream, either the Beat Saber, the VR chat, the art, everything for charity, the marathon, great memories. Streaming has bring just so much in my life, and I don't want to get out of it at all. I'm working 40 hours a week as a software engineer, and honestly, I take probably like 15 minutes to eat, and then I open my computer and I start streaming, and I stream for 4 to 6 hours whenever I stream. I need to pace myself down a little bit because I love it too much and I just want to keep going and going and going. So streaming also brings me a little bit of burnout from time to time because I'm working 80 to 100 hours a week. It happens. I gotta be careful. I really gotta be careful because I love it too much. It brings me so many people around me that I love that sometimes it can get hard to keep in touch with some people. Not because you don't love them. Sometimes it's because of the time zone. Sometimes it's because the schedule doesn't work at all. It's not because you don't like them. And you want to meet these people. You want to enjoy some amazing time. And streaming just brings even more of those people. People who want to support you. They want to see you reach your dream of building this amazing community. Reach like people in this big family we're building. Like I'm just realizing every single one of my dreams. I'm just being able to be completely me. With no filter. Just being happy. Streaming has just opened so many doors for me. Mm-hmm. I cannot live without it nowadays. It's not like a dependence. But it really opened so many doors. It led me to so many great things. There's so many great memories. And I just want to see where this is going to lead me. It's just an incredible journey, an incredible adventure. When you start, you have no clue where this is going to lead you. But all I can say is I'm enjoying the journey from start to where I am to where I'm going to go.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's move on. So, my next question for you is, do you think that you're a different person now than before you started streaming and before the pandemic even happened?
I would say yes and no. I have changed in terms of what I'm doing, my schedule. I'm still the same person, just an improved version of who I was before. I have many flaws. I've been working on them. Some of them I still have them. I got rid of some other. I have developed great skills. I have developed things I was not able to do. And nowadays it's part of me. I have changed, but I'm still in my core. I still have the same value. I'm still the same person. I have not changed. But all around me, my skill, my social circle, every single other things around me that are still part of me have changed, but for the better. For the better. Ooh, what a beautiful adventure! What a beautiful adventure!
Because
imagine barely even.
I honestly think I've changed a lot socially, good and bad, before and after the pandemic, because I was the biggest introvert ever. I was super antisocial. Like, I would not talk to anyone at all. But I think during the pandemic, when I found about during VR chat and meeting people like you and Leon and Tempest and all that, I think they just rebuilt my social life in one sense.
Yeah.
It's
great. I feel the same way. Because I didn't have like a lot of people around me. Still have my people IRL. It was not enough for me. It was okay, you have 1, 2 contact IRL, it's fine. You don't go out a lot. There's a pandemic. There's nothing going on. You go on VR. There's this beautiful world, like the world, I would say, and all these beautiful people out there just waiting for you for those beautiful relationship and meeting those content creators, meeting those people around there. It's amazing. I was the introvert in the corner, not even able to speak when I started VR because I was bad in English. I was barely speaking English a year and a half ago, and nowadays, well, I stream in English completely. I'm almost bilingual. I'm not completely bilingual. I'm fluent, though, that I can say. But it's such a huge improvement. And I just love it. I've learned so much. It has bring me so much. It's incredible. Just a beautiful journey, beautiful adventure.
All right. Moving on. So, you could take a little bit to think about this, like, but is there, like, do you have, like, any special item that has any meaning to you?
Special items. Special items.
It could be anything, like, it could be either from right now, or from your childhood.
Items. I'm not a very material person. I'm really not a material person. Like people are throwing money and stuff. No.
It doesn't have to
I
be.
don't want. I don't want anything.
It could even be a person. Like I'm gonna throw an example.
Go on.
Out there. I know for a fact that an item that has special meaning to me is there's like a special keychain I have, like that I always put on my backpack wherever I go, like a special.
I see.
Well,
like those special items for me.
It's like, if you're wondering what kind of keychain it is, it's like a special, like, Dale Jr. keychain, because, you know, I was a big fan of Dale Jr. back when I was a kid.
I see what you mean. I would say I can. Oh my gosh! Like I would say, basically either my headset, my coffee machine, or even like the chain I have on me. I never remove my chain. I always have my little chain on me. That's something I will probably never remove because I just love it so much. It has a lot of meaning. It was from back in my first relationship. It was a gift, and it was the first gift I have ever received, and I kept it. That's something that has a lot of meaning for me. The coffee is a big part of my life. I need my coffee machine. I need my goddamn coffee. I have my coffee every single day, and I love it. It's a part of my daily routine. It's a part of what keeps me on going. And for the headset, it's basically, well, my tool to be able to socialize, to work, to stream, to enjoy everything I'm doing. So I have those items that are following me everywhere. It's kind of special to say. I know.
Yeah.
No judge.
Yeah, and there's also another that's Dale Jr. related. There's like this special, like, miniature toy car, like a Dinky. Like, I think back in like, I can't remember when it was. It was like 2012, I believe. I believe so. And I've had that little car ever since. I take that thing wherever I go. Like I never leave it with me because I just love that car.
It's amazing. And you should keep it. You should keep it.
But the sad thing is, back in like a few years ago, I lost it.
No.
But one thing I plan on doing is that I'm probably going to get another one. And I'm going to stick it in my room.
There we go. There we go. Got a solution, boy. We got a solution.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. All right. Let's move it on. All right. So, my next question for you is, it's easier than the last one, I swear. Do you have a special song? Like a song that has a certain meaning to you?
I have a lot of them for a lot of reasons. But I have two in particular. The first one of my all-time favorite, track number 13, album Materia from Linkin Park, Numb. The song Numb, even though back in the days I was not even understanding the lyrics, because I was not even speaking English, the song was reflecting how I was feeling inside. I was feeling numb. Completely numb. I was trying to find what was my purpose. What I wanted to do in life. Who am I? That song really starting to get me into questioning myself, into self-improvement. And nowadays I even still listen to it. Sometimes when something is wrong, I listen to this song and listen to it. Sometimes I'm getting very happy with the song. Sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm mad. But it gets the right emotion every single time. Every single time. And many other songs from Linkin Park too are like hitting the spot, right on the money. Another one that has a lot of meaning for me is Stand My Ground. And that song is quite recent actually. Stand My Ground is a song that basically says, I'm not going to compromise on something that has too much meaning to me. I'm gonna stand my ground and I'm gonna say no, I'm gonna stand up for myself. And it's a symphonic metal song. And it's just beautiful the way how hard the metal is going, how aggressive it is, and just the singer just, I'm not gonna change. I'm keeping my tone of voice. I'm me. I'm not changing for anyone. I'm gonna love myself. And I don't need you to tell me how to live. I don't need you to tell me if this is good or bad. I can tell you who I am. I can tell you what is good for me or not. You're not allowed to tell me what to do. I'm gonna stand my ground. I'm gonna stand up for me. That's what I've done with my parents 6 months ago. That's what I've done with my family. None of my parents, my whole family decided to reject me. But I stand my ground. I say, I'm pansexual. That's part of me. It's not a choice. I'm standing my ground. And I don't care if you don't want one of me anymore. I'm gonna stand my ground and live because I know it's me. I'm not going to be anyone else for them. If they want to accept me eventually, fine, no issue, I will welcome them. But as long as they don't want to accept me as I am, I'm gonna stand my ground and say, no, you stay out of my life. And that song has a lot of meaning for that matter. Because I don't want to feel numb, and I'm gonna stand my ground.
Mm-hmm.
I want to feel alive.
I think for me, there are actually 4 songs for me that 2 that described how I felt, and 2 that I've basically improved over. The 2 that basically I've felt is Overthinker by Enzo and Hurricane by I Prevail. Just the way that...
Yes.
The reason why Hurricane is because the lyrics, I looked into it, and it's about not being able to be yourself. Like, every time I would draw my mind, it got the best of me. And the way that Overthinker by Enzo, like with the Alan Watts speech that it gives, like it just describes so much of how I felt during the pandemic. And the 2 songs that I've improved from are my thinking is Not Alone by Red and Try by Midas. Because why those two?
Ooh, you're touching one. Oh my gosh, I love try.
The reason why try is because, like it said, when you feel like giving up, when you feel like you're not able to do anything, you just gotta try. And the why,
try.
not alone? Because, like it said, it made me realize that I'm not alone anymore. No matter how lonely I've got over all those years, just it made me realize I'm not alone. Because I have someone like this boy.
Look at you. You'll never be alone. And even sometimes when you feel alone, just look around you. And sometimes you just need to look there in your heart. And you will find so many great people.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I swear.
So I think we'll move on to the last question. Okay. So.
Yes.
My final question for you is there anyone in your community that you want to give your thanks to for making you the person that you are right now?
My lord, if I could thank everyone in the community, honestly, because so many people were out there just helping me from starting the stream, hanging out with me off stream, giving me tips, trying to bring improvement to myself, trying to self-improve as a person, as a content creator, as so many things, supporting me in my challenges, be present in the great moments, the bad moments. There are so many people. There are so many people who supported me. I cannot give all the names. I cannot give all the single names. Some people have helped a little bit more than some other. But I don't want to say some names in particular, because it's everyone. It's every single person of this community who made me the person I am today, who helped me to be the person I am, to help me to bring me there. And actually, we're gonna go up there after. And I cannot do it alone. We'll do it all together. It's all together. It's not I, WoodyWoodpie, have done something. We have achieved something. I did not achieve, partner. We have achieved, partner, all together. It was a community. Like, it was everyone together pushing, supporting. Every single time I see a content creator trying to push for a partner or trying to push for a certain objective, I see everyone rushing to help and support. And that is something I'm really goddamn proud of this community. I'm so proud of this community, for that matter. I'm so happy to be part of this. Because I want to help my homies around. But the homies around me also help me when I need help. And this is the most beautiful thing. Seriously, I'm thankful and grateful of everyone, seriously. It's everyone. That includes you, buddy.
Alright, I guess that'll wrap up today's video. If you like this video and you want to check out some of the other stuff, consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always turn on the bell and like this video. And I will leave WoodyWoodpie's Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok in the description below, so make sure to go check it out because he is awesome. So I guess without further ado, I guess stay safe, take it easy, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all!